Yeah, I'm just kind of curious your reflections on your first day coaching Andrew Wiggins from kind of meeting him through tonight's game.
Well, it's just great to to have a player who we could put on LeBron and at least match up physically, and it's the hardest position to guard these days in the NBA. So to have a guy who's 6'8" and athletic and knows the league well, understands how to play, it's great. Our roster has been really torn apart, with between the retirement and injuries and free agency. So I think it's a huge addition for us to be able to add Andrew on the wing. It's a position we had to fill, and we feel really good about it.
What do you make of the offensive chemistry between Fajardo and Marquise Chris?
Yeah, they were great. They've played together before, obviously. We love Marquise's ability to be a lob threat. I don't know how many dunks he had tonight. It felt like 5 or 6, maybe more. And Kai is just an aggressive point guard who is not afraid of anybody. So he got into the paint and found Marquise several times, and they both played really well.
Wiggins had 5 steals in the game. Is that something that you anticipated from him? A couple of them were even like at half court making plays around there.
Yeah, I mean he's long and athletic, and he's been in the league, so he understands the NBA game, and he made some really good plays that we try to teach in terms of how to guard pick and roll, getting back into the passing lane, and fighting back to the basket when somebody breaks free, and blocking shots from behind. I thought the extra effort really was helpful, and because of that athleticism, it allows him to to make some plays that other guys just can't.
Steve, I don't know that you've closed with Jordan in a close game very often. This is just because he was shooting the ball well. Did you like what he was doing? Was that a conscious decision you made to close with him in this one?
Yeah, he was going well, and we were on a nice run, and that's generally how we do it, especially this year because we've had so much fluidity with the roster. If we find a group that's going well, we'll stay with them. So there's I thought Jordan really had a great second half and finished the game strongly.
You mentioned Marquise as a lob threat. Him rim running and being a lob threat, is that kind of what you want to see from him these last 30 games?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of the reasons we're excited to have him. He's a different look from Loon. He's a different type of player, and we need both of them. We're going to need both guys at the center next year, and probably need another center in free agency as well. But I'm just excited that Marquise is going to be with us going forward. Our coaching staff has felt strongly about him all season long, and he's doing a great job.
Wiggins took 12 shots in about 31 minutes. Did you tell him you got the green light? Did you tell him be selective? Did you tell him look at the anything you could tell? And did you like that flow for him, that number of shots?
I never said anything about how many shots. I just said sprint the floor both ways. That's the only thing we're asking, especially here in the first week. Without him having much knowledge of our playbook, we just stuck to a couple of basic actions, and I just told him, no matter what happens, we need you to sprint the floor both ways. And when we are whole again, we've got a couple of guys who really throw the ball ahead in transition, and Draymond and Steph. And Andrew can get out with such speed that that'll be a great weapon for us going forward.
What do you kind of remember from like a human interaction level with him in this day? And just, I mean, obviously he was on one franchise for 6 seasons, and just kind of what must have been a whirlwind, and him coming in and playing right away.
He's just a very humble person. He's excited to be here. I think he's excited to to play with the guys he's going to play with. Sometimes a change of scenery is good for a player in his career, and I think the timing is right for him. And he's easy to coach. Seems very, very low maintenance. Had a chance to visit with Tom Thibodeau, who's here right now. He had already planned a trip in to watch us practice the next few days, and talked to Tibbs pregame, and he said he loved Andrew, loved coaching him, and I can see why. Just low maintenance and really good guy, good teammate, and everybody enjoyed playing with him.